Let me explain this. Louie, my big theme on the show this morning is that we do have a political realignment going on. The president is encouraging support from Democrats, bringing together the center to get something done. My position is, go for it, Mr. President. Your position has to be, this is all wrong. You're not, but it is. You don't like this. Because you're not going to get the health care reform and certainly not the tax cuts that you want. But my position is you don't have the votes, Louie. You don't have the votes.
No, you're making an argument that I'm not making, Stuart.
Okay, sorry.
First of all, if the president hadn't used this new alignment, as you're talking about, to get the debt ceiling, to get the short-term CR, then we would be haggling about the debt ceiling for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And September 30th is a very hard date. Beyond September 30, it takes 60 votes, and let's Mitch, were to push it back. But right now, till September 30, 51 votes passes an Obamacare repeal, reform, whatever we're going to do. And it's one of the reasons I voted for it, and I thought it was very smart of the president. He cleared the deck here where we still have a shot to do a repeal, reform, something to give people help on Obamacare. If the president doesn't do that new alignment, I think it's just temporary. He's a smart negotiator. He knew what needed to be done. He cleared the deck. Stuart, we've still got a shot on Obamacare. So, and some of us have been continuing to put the pressure on. Paul Ryan tells me, Louie, we've been working behind the scenes to put as much pressure. I said, we got to go in front of the scenes. We got to put the pressure. We got 2 weeks. We got to get that done. If the president doesn't do this deal with Pelosi and Schumer, we don't have a shot. And then on tax reform, that's still in the works. We've still got to make that happen.
You don't have the votes. You do not have. I don't know. You're the politician.
No on that, because we got to do that.
Do you have the votes? Do you have the votes in the House and the Senate? Does Congress, can the GOP produce the votes for an across-the-board tax cut that would really stimulate this economy? I don't think you got the votes.
We do. We just got to get to an agreement on the actual deal. But we have the votes. We just have got to get the nuts and bolts in the bill so we can get it passed. But yes, we do. Now, there's a question whether you get 50, 51 in the Senate.
You couldn't do it on Obamacare. You couldn't do it on Obamacare.
Well, we're not through, Stuart. Don't give up on that. I have not, and the president is not, and he hadn't talked about it, and that's been very helpful.
The Republican Party does not have the vote. Do you think you can get Senator Susan Collins to agree to the immediate repeal of Obamacare and replace it without an extension of Medicaid?
Murkowski has got to know how important it is that she get on board for the sake of the party, or she, I think, will be in a minority party within 2 years. So I think we're not done yet. And it's due to the president's ability as the best deal maker in town. So,
look,
I'm not giving up. We've got a shot at the Obamacare. We've got to give people that help. And on tax reform, yes, we got the votes in the House, and we just got to put the squeeze on to get the votes in.
Well, that's what the president is saying, isn't it? The president is saying, look, GOP, come to me with a deal that you can pass in the House and the Senate, and I'm all for it. And if you can't do that, I'm going with the Democrats. I'm going to get the support wherever I can. And at this moment, I don't think you got the votes for that tax cut deal that you want. That's my position.
You're not going to get them for the Democrats because they're not for tax cuts.
Oh, some of them would be. Some of them would be in favor of a lower corporate tax rate and a big deduction cut for wealthy people.
Yeah.
They love that.
Well, yeah, as long as you're raising taxes somewhere, they'll agree to a lower tax somewhere else. But we're talking about what you said, across-the-board tax that really gets this economy going. Laffer said, you know what kind of growth we had? Like 8% in 1984 after that 30% kicked in. We could still do amazing things, but it's going to end up with Republicans having to do it, and we can do this, Stuart. We can. But we couldn't do it if we didn't have an incredible negotiator, deal maker, big picture guy like Donald Trump in the White House. Wouldn't happen.
Congressman, it's always a pleasure, even if we vigorously disagree.
Don't give up on us. Don't give up.
I never will do that.
We're not done yet.
Louie Gohmert, everyone. We like this guy. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Now.